Most makers require several machines to achieve different processes, for example, inkjet printing, laser cutting, etc. Now, xTool has been making this possible and easy with single machines from their M series lineup for a while now. And what I have here is the xTool M2, which is the first of the second generation of their M series machines. And in a previous video, we took a look at the xTool M1 Ultra. And at the time, I said it was one of the best value xTool machines that you could get because of all of those processes that it could do, and it was priced very similar to the S1, which was just a laser cutter. Now the M2 builds on all of that with new technology, new capabilities, and an even more attractive price. But before we get into that, I just quickly want to let you know that the M2 goes on sale at the time of release of this video. So for the first 7 days, you can get a $50 launch coupon, which will make the pricing of the M2 cheaper than the eventual Prime Day pricing. So if you guys want to secure that deal, use the link in the video description down below. Now, if you guys normally watch this channel, you'll know that I do some very in-depth videos, and I'm going to be doing that with the M2 in some future videos. But for now, this very first one is just going to be a generic overview of the machine, its features, as well as my experience with it so far. So first, what's new? Well, the previous M1 series had an inkjet printhead, but that was only CMY. So to get the K, which is black, all of the other colors were mixed together. And this was okay, but the M2 now has a dedicated K channel, so you get proper black ink, and that should result in better contrast and richer colors. Now, I also have the 10-watt blue diode laser module, so I can very easily do a print and cut with tons of materials, making the workflow very convenient and quick, but best of all, accurate, because your workspace that you printed on doesn't have to move between printing and cutting. You get one shot perfect alignment. And to help with the initial alignment, they've equipped the M2 with dual cameras, auto positioning, and autofocus. And these are features typically found on their much more expensive models, and that technology is starting to trickle down, which is really nice to see. If you recall, the M1 Ultra didn't have any of this. In terms of laser modules, there'll probably be a 20-watt diode laser at some point down the road, as well as an optional 3-watt IR laser that I'm really excited about because I really like to mark metals. Now, for the M2 model, they did remove the blade cutter, which I was a little disappointed about, and the M1 Ultra did have that. It was great for vinyl cutting, but it seems like this was a sacrifice xTool was willing to make to aggressively lower the price on the M2, considering it still has all of those other tech features. As for one other basic spec, the approximate working area inside the machine is 12 inches by 16 inches, but the bottom pan is a little bigger than that, so you can fit some decent sized stuff in there. They also claim to have eliminated the need for riser bases that many of their previous machines used, even when using the rotary module, which I'll cover in a future video. Finally, it's not necessarily new, but it is worth mentioning that you would obviously use the xTool Studio software, which in my opinion is the best combination of function, features, and ease of use compared to anything else on the market. Plus, they have the Atom website, which combines community sharing of projects and designs, plus the ability to create AI-generated designs. Moving on, with the unboxing of the M2, right away it felt very premium. It has the same orange color theme as many of the other new xTool machines, and xTool always does a great job of making attractive looking products. I mentioned earlier that I have the 10-watt machine, and this is a great starting point for a tighter budget, and you can still cut through things as thick as 8mm basswood. Up under the lid, you'll notice the first camera that gives you the top-down view, but there's also a second camera hiding in the corner, and there's actually a third camera on the tool head itself for those close-up snapshot views. At the back of the machine, you'll find the usual connections along with the exhaust port. The M2 ships with a softer style exhaust hose than other recent xTool machines, but you can still hook up the stiffer hoses as the fitting size is exactly the same. You'll see here that I have one of my hose end replacement fittings that I made in red, so it's easier for you to see, and it presses directly onto the back. Then you can hook that up to the xTool AP2 air purifier, and if you guys are looking for more hose adapters, Y fittings, shutoff gates, etc., check out my website embracemaking.com. Now in a future video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into some of these projects as well as some ones that I'm currently working on, so keep an eye out for that video, but for now, we'll just take a quick look at what I've completed so far. So naturally, I went right into the laser module and noticed that the bottom pan of the M2 was made from steel, so magnets will stick to it, and I made these magnetic fixture holders, which allowed me to use some of my xTool F1 fixtures and keep them in place. They are now available on my website, and they come as a pack of 4, so you can align up to 4 fixtures at a time. They also stick to honeycomb beds, so if you have an xTool S1 or something else, they could also still work for you. Anyway, xTool has some really nice genuine leather slim keychains, so I tried those out with the laser module and the built-in software preset for leather, and that came out looking amazing. Considering that the leather is soft, I just used the targeting autofocus on the top surface of the fixture itself, and that worked perfect. I was also able to flip the keychain over and successfully process both sides. Next, I tried a Cork coaster that came in the sample material pack with the M2. This was also in the material presets inside of the xTool Studio software, and not surprising, it also processed very nicely, and the 10-watt module blackened the cork beautifully. But what I really wanted to test was the Inkjet module. Installation was very easy. Swapping modules on the M2 doesn't even require any tools. The modules connect with a USB cable, and they are attached firmly with a magnetic connection. So first, I printed on some Inkjet compatible magnetic sheet material. I produced some Polaroid style pictures of family moments, and the results were looking very good. This was a more matte looking material, but for these Polaroid pictures, I would probably try to find something in the future that was a little more glossy to make them look like authentic Polaroid pictures. Also, it's worth mentioning that configuring the printing parameters inside of xTool Studio is very easy. You really only need to set the concentration of the ink, so you don't need to play with a matrix of settings to get good results. I had it set to the default 60% here, but I would probably try and bump that up to 70% in the future for even richer looking colors. Now I cut these out with scissors just because I wasn't sure if the heat from the laser would ruin the magnetic properties of these sheets, or if it would even cut through it all, but they still look great on my fridge. Next, I taped down some printable heat transfer vinyl right on the bottom of the pan. And I really wanted to use this stuff because I used the exact same material in my xTool M1 Ultra video, so now I could have a direct comparison in print quality between these two machines. Not only did I find that the print quality was better on the M2, most likely because of the whole CMYK thing, it also dawned on me that looking back on the M1 Ultra video footage, the speed of the M2 Inkjet module has improved significantly. I don't have the exact figure, but I would estimate that it's printing about twice as fast as the M1 Ultra. And these heat transfer prints came out looking amazing, and I successfully pressed them onto a cotton shirt both on the front and the back using the xTool Smart Heat Press, and that made it very easy to do. I actually really like making shirts, and I'm going to make a point to try and do more of them in the future now that I've got the M2 in my arsenal. One thing to note is that if you're looking to laser cut vinyl, just be sure that the material you're using is 100% polyurethane based and not PVC based. Laser cutting PVC materials can release toxic gases, and in this case I wasn't sure what I was using, so I just cut them out with scissors. Lastly, using the multifunction mode, I wanted to make a small wooden door sign, so I put some 3mm basswood up on the included material risers, and I designed two sides to this sign. One side for a do not disturb message and the other side for a come on in theme. I printed on one side of the wood, and using the incredible accuracy of the M2's cameras, I could easily realign my print using the edges of the wood as my reference. Then I was able to print on the other side with confidence, knowing that my two sides would line up perfect. I switched over to the laser module, following up with a through cut on the perimeter and added some holes for some string, and the M2 absolutely nailed the alignment. Now so far, this has just been a small example of the types of materials that you can process with the M2. You can of course cut other things like paper, craft paper, cardstock, as well as felt, and even some acrylics. That makes the M2 very versatile, and I had mentioned earlier that there's also going to be a 3-watt IR module, which would make it possible to mark metals. So at this point, I'm just going to wrap up this video and let you guys know that so far I've really been enjoying my time with the M2. especially because of those new camera features. And once you have those on a machine, it's really hard to go back to previous methods. Now, I'm gonna be working on some more detailed videos with the M2, but for now, I just want to leave you guys with a reminder. For the first 7 days, you can get a $50 launch coupon, which will make the pricing of the M2 cheaper than the eventual Prime Day pricing. And as you guys could hopefully see from what I've showed you so far in this video, that is amazing value. And also just a friendly reminder to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss those upcoming videos. And if you want to help support this channel, I've got some more affiliate links in the video description down below, as well as my website, embracemaking.com, where you'll find tons of upgrades and accessories for your xTool machines. And that's a great way to support me and this channel while you guys get something in return. Thanks again for watching. See you guys next time.